abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite will look—
Really? Let Paimon see! Huh? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem—
These are not real clouds. They are the product— If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti—
Alright, then let's do it!
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding.
There is no escape! Live!
Obey!
Dodge this!
Shine down!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Cool it! Come into being! Live! Dodge this!
Illusion shattered!
Burst forth!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? By ordinance divine, unleash! Manifest!
Oh, so sorry.
Shine down!
Boba, get them!
Burst forth! Moments of birth! Come into being!
There is no escape! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Do your master's bidding!
Unleash!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Freeze! Live! Feel this ancient power!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Eat this!
Shine down!
Cool it! Come into being!
Illusion shattered!
Burst forth! Don't push your luck! Freeze!
You will regret this! My will embodied! Cryo incarnate!
Now I'm really in a...
Witness my great undertaking! Come into being! Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry? Cool it!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen.
Do your master's bidding!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Freeze! Moment of birth! Burst forth! Dodge this! Cool it!
Now you shall perish! Manifest! Obey! By ordinance divine!
Don't get frostbite!
Nice and spicy.
There is no escape!
Freeze! Then, witness my great undertaking! Cool it! Burst forth!
Unleash!
Dodge this!
Shine down!
Cool it!
In your dreams! Feeble! There is no escape! Absurd!
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Ha! 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 Cool it! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Manifest! Shine down!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Illusion shattered! Detached from the world. Obey!
Cool it! Come into being! Moment of birth! Freeze!
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this! What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite! A miscalculation! Live! Freeze!
There is no escape!
Cool it!
Inazuma shines eternal!
I'm so sorry.
Cryo incarnate! Unleash! You will regret this!
Dodge this! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Shine down!
Freeze!
My will embodied!
Vermilionite?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stone. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its...
Wow, Shenhe.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. But I don't care for her stories most of the time.
Hold on a sec! If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be... But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna...
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. You gotta be extra careful when lifting.
Is it? I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me...
This is
top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply... I'm going to award you full marks for the sunset...
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute.
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. But I have to correct you on one point.
Okay then, Miss Secretary.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plaster. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the... As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the... Now, please excuse me.
Shenhua, just now on the way...
Oh.
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels.
No need. I simply need to find myself...
You can't do that. It's dang. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just... Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. So, business is booming for me today. Very...
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be right. Here are your keys.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhua, too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say hi.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along?
So far, so good.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the adepti living today are acquainted.
Cool. So, calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind...
Her adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an adeptus name? On this latter point...
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents...
Well, to start with...
Ah, yes. She was like... One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand.
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the blood one dealt with the monster, Yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained
In other words, if you hadn't passed by...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her... However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, the red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They all... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed...
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between... If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not... Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shenhe in recent years. One has heard that a playwright in Liyue Harbor wrote an opera. The play portrays her as making a stand to protect her fellow villagers. One can only...
Inactivity serves no...
Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take.
Oh?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep. I was worried that something may have happened to you. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this... After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never for this.
To be fair, we've met our Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our
Got it. Although I don't know quite...
Great! Well, now that we're all... But before we do that, after all, Sunset Vermilionite is... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The jade chain... but it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bylin! And hey, Beto! And hey,
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tep-
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, the construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly.
Beidou, you're joining the Jade Chamber.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage.
Huh. So even though it's rare...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am there.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, to be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections. Wow. So excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang.
In that case... Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials, instead of competing against each other, we could work to... Sounds great, but...
The plastrite was the most difficult item. How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on the... From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split... I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, by the way, what question are you gonna... I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. It's called The Divine...
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need...
Excuse me, Master Zhang.
Of course I have.
My name is Yunjin.
Yunjin? So, the types of ore needed...
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds...
Sure. Well, if I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with... It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though... I'm really not sure. Sorry. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation... I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about?
It's the story of a girl.
Cool.
The legend first arose in this area. It is in that village, there was a loving couple who were complete. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers,
"What a nasty piece of work!"
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster...
No!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl would... I'm not sure she deserves all...
I've never... Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intent...
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Come into being! Ha! Yeah! Burst forth! Ha! Ha!
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think this place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention toward...
Okay, then let's see what...
I came back here once before, a few years ago. Alone. I hid it from It was deserted then, too. Except for a few low-life bandits. Everyone and everything I remembered was long gone. But as people were passing, I tried explaining to them that I wasn't an Adeptus. Just when I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss. It was like I took a look at the...
Suddenly...
Last time I visited, I felt so upset.
It is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone.
Yes, my friends.
Huh. What's this? So, Shenhe? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adept. So that's why I've been getting this strangest feeling whenever... According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera, and she didn't volunteer. She was... sacrificed. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to... Oh, it looks like...
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers... Still, I do wonder what the connection is.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium! Let's go back and tell Shen...
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptess from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I...
It must have been so tough for you.
Shenhe! We're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace. I'll tell you more about the old times next...
Thanks, mister! We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to just now, in the village, we found your father's...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main...
It's okay. I like you. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others, so I hope that one day I might be but I've never thought this way before.
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've all...
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the... We can't let someone else be... That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Oh, goodness.
So...
This is some top-quality ore you found. Guess now it's my time to
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making... When we first met, I told you I came... In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't... But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us! Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adept... I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already?
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then
You're quite welcome.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come in.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is...
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to... No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got...
Me?
Yes, this is a group that...
Thank you. But I don't...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can have...
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive, as long as you respect the rules here. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging.
Oh.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. In short, everyone needs a reason to
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou, it's your turn.
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I met Ningguang. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can...
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber... My wish has not changed to this very day. However, I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Q, the Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll have two!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Freeze!
Out of the frying pan, it's...
There is no escape!
Push your luck. This moment will be frozen.
Shine down!
Come into being. Feel this ancient power. Cool it.
There is no escape!
Dodge this!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Freeze! Come into being! Cool it! Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Nice and spicy! Hey-ya!
Live!
Obey! By ordinance divine!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequence... I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury...
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are...
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were... Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young... On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your...
Great. Then next time I watch Misión... I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smooth.
That I do not deny. However, final victory... If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress, hence on balance. One finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will...
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will...
Shenhe, one saw you see... Hopefully this trip to Liyue...
Yes. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond...
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
My demon-expelling mantra is ready.
The Millelith's casualties are within the range we expected. But in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to... We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. The Millelith's But in hindsight, if we'd had more... We must learn from... Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses.
Have you heard? Mission's going to be performing.
Sure have. Honestly, I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel.
Hey! Look! Misión is...
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。知道为敌人不是，自有知音和情思。风铃烈烈见流星，只知不操心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful! Paimon wants to learn too!
It was wonderful. Also,
you're welcome. Thanks to you, the play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harp.
Thank you. Oh, I think...
Misión! Here you are! Great to see you! Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP... Wait. You're the girl from the opera, aren't you? Let me pull up a chair, all right.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you...
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old...
Hey, what are you...
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
to act. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. I'm sure I have much to learn from you. Now that I think about it, I'm sure I have much to learn.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building. I will not forget this.
More wine! More wine!